Okay, wow. That was a wild morning. So earlier today at like 4 a.m. as usual, RobTop came back and told us a bunch of new stuff, which is pretty exciting. I've read a bunch of them and we've got some really cool stuff. So we're just gonna go through them and see what he's talking about, and maybe we get a bunch of roasting messages on the way. That would also be pretty cool. However, before we start, I would like to say that the Tripify collab has now officially started. You can enter it, you can decorate one of these parts that you are seeing on the screen, and yeah, you can follow the Discord server for more instructions. But anyways, now back to the Rub stuff. So actually in 3 days, on like Monday or something, it's Geometry Dash's birthday, so that's gonna be very interesting. So RobTop was like in the middle of a workout and somebody asked him if he's gonna clean up the main menu in a future update, and he said yeah, at some point we're gonna do that. I personally don't think we should do that because the GD menu is way too iconic and it's way too simple. I absolutely love it. And it's also very original. And Steam achievements are also going to be fixed very soon. Okay, we are already starting with the roasting. RobTop, do you want to make a collab with Siki? We already collabing in his videos. Where's my ad revenue from YouTube? That's so true. Rob he contributes a lot in Siki's videos. I just gotta say that. Okay, and this is actually a beef that has been happening in the GD community for the last like 3 days or so. I didn't really thought it was a good idea to make a separate video about it, but maybe I should. I don't know. What's your thoughts on the platformers that you go in between spikes? And of course, with that smiley face, you know, he's just trolling. And RobTop said he doesn't mind needle gameplay at all. Only the visual of forcing the player to stand inside a spike. Maybe we could make a slightly thinner default new spike with the same hitbox size as the normal spike. Just so it's clear you can stand on the edge, but identical difficulty. So basically he's saying adding a new object that is a smaller spike than the default one, but has the exact same hitbox as the default one, which I think would be very problematic because for more than 10 years now, we are used to this rectangular small hitbox of the spike, and changing that now is, I don't know if that's a good idea. Or like adding a new spike, I don't know if that's a good idea. Or if people are even gonna use that at all. Do you ever plan to make a non-GD related game? And he said no. Okay, and this guy said that the small spike with the same hitbox as the big spike can already be done by creators if they really want to. And then RobTop said that he would like to have a more consistent approach to basically have the exact same spike in every single extreme demon, because if somebody decided to recreate the hitbox of the normal spike, of course they're gonna have a functioning spike with the same hitbox. However, if somebody else tried to make an extreme demon with a spike with a bigger hitbox, of course the object is just not going to be the same because two different people made the same thing. And RobTop's solution is to add a new spike so that all extreme demons feel very consistent. And he said that he doesn't think that's a good idea at all because people are just going to use the very normal spike anyway. How much hours do you have on Geometry Dash? I am Geometry Dash. All your hours are added to mine too. I am really wondering how many hours does every single person on the planet have on GD? PC and mobile included, like everybody in total. How many hours was GD played by humans or cats? I don't really know. Do cats play GD? I think they do. Can I DM you? Thankfully, no. Okay, so this guy asked if he is gonna add a song of Kevin MacLeod, and he said that you guys can send a list to mods of songs that are missing, and then they can pass it on to RobTop for him to add. Again, roasting stuff. Siki has been roasting you behind your back. What do you have to say about that? Siki can't roast, that's why he's stealing my stuff. That is a bit accurate. Well, yeah. RobTop, we need more people to rate worthy levels because you are missing a lot. Maybe giving other mods the permission to rate, or creating a new mod tier where people can rate stuff. I'm already rating a lot of levels. Don't want to spam too many per day. Want to make sure levels get attention versus getting lost in huge rate waves. That is a very good point. However, I think there is a counter argument to that, which I'm gonna make in my upcoming video about rating stuff, about the whole rating system system in GD and how it can be massively improved. And this will include a lot of things like making levels more recognized by the people that actually like it and similar stuff. But yeah, that video is coming soon, I hope. I'm sorry, I haven't touched Geometry Dash in a day now. Please do not kidnap my family. Open the game and I will consider it. Oh no, RobTop doing some threats over here. And this guy asked if Boomlinks is gonna be back, and he's like, nah, just pirate it. Just get it off like some sketchy websites. And if you guys are looking for workout tips, RobTop recommends to stay consistent and also worry about the intensity of your workout in case you take a long break, which I think makes a lot of sense. Also, lifting is pretty cool. What would you do if a 3-hour level came out? I would not play. That's such a weird way to answer, but I like it. Yo, this is one of the craziest things ever. This could literally change the whole platforming creation era or something. I have a trigger idea where you can morph an object of ID A into second object of ID B, and RobTop respond. Hello, Brownie. How did he know I'm gonna be doing this? I don't do these usually. Not really. I actually do. I want to add an object live copying at some point if that's similar. Like if you are making a bullet game, you only need it to create one bullet. This is such a cool idea because I use Unity sometimes to make mobile games as well, and in it there's something called a prefab, which is basically like a preset object that you can use in your stuff. So for example, let's say you make a cannon in Geometry Dash, like the cannon in the tower level, the very first one that shoots stuff at you, right? Then you can add that whole thing as a preset. Let's say you make this one, right? And then you can just basically add it into a preset, and then you no longer have to copy and paste this one, but you would copy and paste the preset, which means, let's say all of these ones are the presets and the original prefab is up here. Then, for example, if you change the position of this one, it would also change the positions of all of these guys. Or if you scale the fireball, it would also scale on here. So that's basically like an instance that everything goes back to, which it can have so much other stuff. Like for example, in Unity, you can also change the settings of that cannon. So here's the mechanics of the cannon. Here you guys can hear the sound, which is the beam loop, and then it basically shoots. So you can have options like how long it should take until the fire hits. So if you wanna, like, you can use the exact same prefab in here and then in here as well. Like the fire usually goes like that and then drops in here. However, in here somehow you can go onto here and then change the duration of the fireball travel time or something, which you can customize up there. It's like really complicated, but then you can have basically the exact same prefab, but just play around with a bunch of settings, and then it could go travel down here. I think that's something that we definitely need. And another thing that we need is object spawning triggers. So just like he said, if you have a lot of bullets that you can only create one bullet, because right now you have to create a lot. This is so ridiculously helpful. You guys have no clue. This could be really helpful for my game that I'm doing right now, the survival game in GD. But yeah, Robert, the kids at school making fun of me. What should I do? A, tell the teacher. B, get a Glock and oh my god, that's brutal. Or play some Geometry Dash. And he said lift and do MMA. I like that answer. That's a very cool one. You should definitely do that. Or play GD or watch 2.2 news videos on my channel. That would also be pretty cool. You should make pre-made assets for platformer mode. That's a good idea, but it cannot be expanded too far. If, you know, we just have presets, we can just have a bunch of things that are being reused in many levels. I don't think that's that good of an idea, but I can see why it could be helpful for, smaller creators. Better auto build system and template sharing would work well for that. Yeah, I think we need a template sharing thingy where people can share things, because sometimes I just don't want to do stuff on my own. For example, if I want to have a template of this guy, like these very default stuff, it would be very cool to kind of browse it and then just do this and then boom. So yeah, we don't have it right now. What is bro doing at 2:30 a.m.? I have no idea, man. Please add instruments trigger in the future update. Was planning to. The only thing I'm not sure how to do yet is different note length. Yo, wait, oh my god, he's actually actually doing stuff to expand the SFX stuff. That's kind of interesting. I have not read that. RobTop, when will you add more player trails to the game? And he said no, because people can make stuff on their own using particle triggers, which, yeah, it's understandable. And he said that mobile does not allow FPS bypass, so that's why you cannot change the FPS on mobile. And Apple does not allow 120 Hz on some of their 120. What? That's weird. That's very weird from Apple. But yeah, I don't want to make this video too long. I'm probably gonna make an episode 2 where we go through the rest of this. So we basically did half today and half in the next video, and I want to make this way too long. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this specific feature of spawning things, spawning objects using a trigger, or the prefab thing. I think that would be really helpful. That's kind of like leading GD into a complete game engine. But yeah, it's gonna be cool. I mean, GD is a game engine already, but yeah, that's it for this video. Make sure to slap that like button. Also, don't forget to join the Tripify collab if you want to. And yeah, like, subscribe, and I will see